Please be seated. Bore da, a croeso I Cardiff. Good morning, graduands. Good morning, honoured guests. Welcome to this Cardiff University degree ceremony. My name is Stuart Palmer. I chair the governing body of the university, the council, and it's with great pleasure that I welcome you here this morning. It's wonderful to be here in St David's Hall, a wonderful venue with, I'm told, superb acoustics. And I hope as this ceremony proceeds, we can test those acoustics to the limit. Graduating students, yours is indeed a very significant achievement. First of all, you were successful in obtaining a place in Cardiff University, in one of the leading universities of the world. You've now pursued a successful period of study, and you're here to graduate. And you've navigated, you've survived what I'm told is a most exhausting social agenda throughout. Obviously, it is an exhausting social agenda, one that I certainly couldn't survive. While you've been here, you've also had a range of opportunities. You've perhaps spent time in the Students' Union with their many clubs and societies. You've had the chance to dip into the cultural life of the university and the cultural life of the city. You may have tested a number of sports for the first time or polished the skills that you already had. You may have volunteered. We're very proud of the student volunteering that takes place in the local community and around the South Wales. You may have spent time abroad through the university's international program. I'm sure that most of you have experienced communal living, the challenges and the delights of communal living. And that communal living, that student life, will probably have meant you've made friendships that will probably last you, in many cases, for the rest of your life. I know that friendships I made are still with me even now. So graduation is a time for celebration, to celebrate with family and friends who are here today. I hope you have a wonderful day in this wonderful city. Family and friends, of course, have supported you emotionally while you've been here. Family and friends have no doubt supported you financially as well in many cases. So have a lovely time in Cardiff, in this exciting, this diverse, this lively city. A city that has been the backdrop for your studies here in Cardiff. And I hope that backdrop will present you with many memories that you can take away when you leave us. Of course, some of you won't be leaving us. Some of you will stay for further study, will stay perhaps to work in Cardiff, to make Cardiff your home. Best wishes to all of you, whatever you do when you graduate today. The university is very proud of its collaboration, its links with the city and the region. Our civic mission we take very seriously, to help enhance the health, the wealth, and the well-being of our region of Cardiff. Graduation is also a time to reflect on your studies. And we have here this morning students who are graduating from the School of Medicine, the School of Music, and the School of Modern Languages. And I'm sure you're all reflecting now what you've learned, what you've developed over the last 1 or 2 or 3 years. You've obviously learned more information, more skills in the time you've been here. You've learned to learn in many ways through digging deeper into your particular chosen speciality. You've learned to learn with your fellow students. You've learned to learn with all the facilities that the university provides you with. You've learned to learn with the academic staff of the university. Cardiff has a research-led, research-informed teaching programme, which I hope you've found both challenging and stimulating. And I hope it's given you the confidence as you go out into the community, the confidence, first of all, to ask the difficult questions, and the confidence to challenge accepted wisdom. And I hope that confidence stays with you. Graduation is also a time to look forward, to see how you can use the education that you've received, the education that you've worked on and developed, how you can use that for the future. Your future, of course, and the future of your families, but also the future more widely, the future of mankind, if you like, to take it to its limit. Please use that ability, that education that you've received. The future is yours, much more than the future is mine. In a few minutes, you're going to walk across the red carpet. Please don't trip or stumble. I've seen some wonderful accidents in the past on the red carpet. You'll shake the hand of Professor Karen Holford, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, and then you will join almost 200,000 alumni of the University of Cardiff, alumni that are spread around the world. I hope when you graduate that you'll keep in touch with us. I hope you'll come back and see us often. I hope that you will act as ambassadors for the university, explaining to whoever you might meet what a wonderful time, I hope it was a wonderful time, you've had here in Cardiff. Don't forget that you will always be a Cardiff graduate, and we will always be proud of you and your achievement. What I now need to do is to introduce Ellen R Fong to you. Ellen is currently doing a Master in Social Science Research Methods here at Cardiff University before beginning her PhD this coming October, looking at multilingual literacies in Wales. Ellen will read the Proclamation and a poem by Wales' inaugural national poet, Gwyneth Lewis. Many of you will have encountered Gwyneth's work before in the form of the 6-feet-high words thought to be the biggest poem in the world, which are there on the front of the Wales Millennium Centre. Gwyneth has been writer-in-residence at the university's School of Physics and Astronomy and is now an honorary fellow of this university. The poem Education was specially commissioned by Cardiff University. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you very much, and enjoy this ceremony and this celebration. And now, Ellen, can you come and join us, please?
Education by Gwyneth Lewis. Beiddia feiddio, gwellhad y wneud, myna geisio, parcha ddweud. Trawsnewidiad fydd dy glod, dy ddyfodol, mentro bod. Learning's the passport that returns you home a better person. It permits you to dare being daring, makes you secure with not knowing everything. Helps you welcome some failure, forges an alloy with others' thinking. It is simple delight in mind and its motions. Scintillates, but isn't deceptive. Admits the joy of institutes, is the open road to everywhere but bigotry. It's the shortest distance between you and me. And, if you're lucky, it never ends. I will now read the proclamation, first in Welsh, then in English. Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth. Boed hysbys I holl aelodau'r brifysgol, ac ar hyd a lled y byd, fod cynulliad o Brifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym mhrif ddinas Cymru. O dan awdurdod Siarter Frenhinol y Brifysgol, mae'r cynulliad hwn yn cyfarfod I dderbyn y myfyrwyr sydd, yn rhinwedd eu hastudiaethau a'i hysgol heictod, wedi'w harholi'n briodol yn unol â statudau'r Brifysgol ac wedi'w cael yn deilwng o'i graddau. Wrth ddathlu llwyddiant y rhai sy'n graddio yn y cynulliad hwn, fe'i hatgoffwn o'i cyfrifioldeb I gyfrannu o werthoedd y Brifysgol hon. Nod ydynt i'w ceisio, drwy cyflawniadau, wasanaethu lles pawb, ymdrechu I sicrhau y rhagoriaeth ym mhopeth, ac ymboeni am ddyfodol ein byd. Gwrandewch yn awchus ar ddoethineb, gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenhedlaeth. Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth. A nation's strength is in its learning. Let it be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. Under the authority of the university's Royal Charter, this congregation meets to receive those students who, by virtue of their studies and scholarship, have been appropriately examined according to the statutes of the university and found worthy of their degrees. We celebrate the success of those who graduate in this congregation, and in doing so, remind them of their responsibility to share in the values of this university. It is for them to seek, through their achievements, to serve the common good, to strive for excellence on all things, and care for the future of our world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
Diolch, Helen. Bore da. Good morning. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Cardiff University, I would now like to warmly welcome all students to receive their award. This is the part of the ceremony where the students' names are read out by a senior member of the university. In this case, we have Professor Rachel Langford and Professor Kenneth Hamilton and Professor Amanda Coffey, who will be reading the names. Please do celebrate the achievements of our students as they cross the stage by clapping, cheering, and whatever you feel. But please let the clapping die down so I can hear the name of the next student as they pass the stage. Once all of the students for each of the award has crossed the stage and returned to their seats, they will be asked to stand. I will ask them to stand. And at this point in the ceremony, and at other equivalent times, it is a tradition of the university for me to speak in Welsh to receive each group of graduates to their awards. The Welsh phrase which I will use, when translated, means, "Through the authority conferred upon me by the university, I receive you to your award with all the privileges this confers. Congratulations." And I won't waste it by reading it in Welsh now. You'll know it when you hear it. Thank you.
I, Professor Rachel Langford, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Ellen Norris. Isabel Amerson. Amy Anstey. Celia Blenkin. Noémie Marie de Villoutré. Miriam Leona Gordon. Natasha Jane Holmes. Charles Martin. Oliver Palmer. Clarissa Isabella Lenandre Hubbard. Stefan Milinkovic. Rosalind Farr. Jack Turner. Alicia Wilcox. Bayan Ali. William Callahan. Olivia Lake. Eve Shannon Murphy. Marianne Tamsin Szymanski. Thomas Paul Watson. Amelia Adelaide Torrens Johnson. Rory William Cattermole. Patrick Osborne. Eleanor Braun. Alexandra Bayard Merialdi. Kimberly Yolena Lucy Field. Poppy Fields. Emily James. Emma Newton. Alice Jane Obradovich. Ellis Priest. Hannah Quinebe. Mark Stevens. Oliver Swainston. India Lace. Scott Roberts. Richard Isaac Webb. Michael David Buckley. Eleanor Haynes. George Manuel. Charlotte Eden. Aisha Jahangir. Rosanna Kate Towell. Christina Bettina. Stephen Barr. Andreas Haralambous. Georgina Stokes. Vaughan Davis. Declan McGarry. Alexander Allen. Ruth Holloway. Alice Howard. Rebecca Lolly Romanzina. Ben Lovell. Pamela Matthews. Jocelyn Rogers. Amelia Simpson. Carly Ann Taylor. Elizabeth Gwen Thurgate. Michał Peter Wilczynski. Daniel Kramer. Amy Nicholas. Isabel Boot Handford. Lauren Genevieve Richards. Lauren Helene Wareham. Helena Corcoran. Sophie Louise Llewellyn Bennett. George Olney. Natalie Louise Organ. Kieran Trimming. Ruby Tanis Tucker. Rhiannon Williams. Abby Bontempo. Daisy Capon. Christian Copeland. Kira Leonie Evans. Lloyd Griffiths. Isabel Hale. Miles Heenahan. Justina Mayer. Oana Alexandro Oania. Pauline Olion. Antonia Ellis Otter. Isabella Sophia Ritchie. Tian Eva Rudd. Mari Fionn Pritchard. Joshua Crew. Lewis James Hacker. George Mercer. Susan Williams. Catherine Pickering. Ellen Grace Segan. Theo Dimitriades. Katie Elgie. Jacob Seal. Kieran David Harper. Matthew Mackenzie. Harriet Thornley. Lauren Ann Constance. Kiwen Lam. Thomas Kenzo Pryor. Caitlin Raisi. Barbara Elizabeth Ophélie Cosson. Anne-Marie Formosa. Hazel Gambles. Shannon Hammett. Adriana Jenkins. Jasmine Knox. Louise Morgan. Judith Murray. Emily Rose Mary Platts. Lily Jessica Roberts. Roxandra Duta. Hugh Hannigan Pop. Alex David Patterson. Ariane Viandra. I, Professor Rachel Langford, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Science. Nathan Rubin. Geraint Rhydian Williams.
I, Professor Kenneth Hamilton, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Joanna Sims. Katharina Wallace. Matthew Nichols. Kirsty Porter. Georgie Rose. I, Professor Kenneth Hamilton, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Music. Molly Marie Allen. Megan Auld. Katie Batchelor. Elizabeth Beacom. Gina Bertorelli. Bernard Batchinger. Bethan Blake. Emily Brogan. Jack Leslie Brooker. Jonathan Brown. Andrew Chinnock. Louise Chiverton. Yasmin Chu. Sam Collins. Nia Rebecca Conway. Joanna Cook. Lloyd Cottrell. Charlotte Date. Benjamin Draper. Molly Dyer. Freya Victoria Elsey. Grace Filmer. William Forrest. Heather Fuller. Catherine Gallagher. Hannah Carly Gurd. Bethan Constance Hall. Oliver Hearn. Elizabeth Holmes. Kate Amber Horley. Paige Hughes. Christine Marie Keane. Ebony Love. Phoebe Ellen Manley. Henry McRae. Sophie McLaughlin. Roisin Ellery O'Toole. Charlotte Pittaway. Angus Porter. Emily Ann Pugh. Amber Randall. Rachel Louise Robinson. Michael Roach. Joshua Rogers. Morgan Rook. Callum Rory Salisbury. Joanna Seaby. Meghna Sharma. Hugh Thomas. Lauren Thornell. David Vellicott. Louise Chartron. Holly Edgegoose. Owen Lloyd Donald McCarthy. The Deputy Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award.
Would all the students who have just crossed the stage please stand? Trwy'r awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan y Brifysgol, derbyniwch chi I gael eich dyfarniad a holl ffyrentau a ddaw yn esgil. Llongyfarchiadau. Congratulations. You may now sit down.
I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the postgraduate certificate. Kimberly Alice Gardner. Jordan Searle. Roberta Bugia. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the postgraduate diploma. Shivendra Sinha. Arunode. Shushila Clarkson. Chan Bing Yi. Aliyah Amreen Butt. Chan Wei Ying Yuana. Sangeetha Ganesh Chenpawati. Wael Gatatas. Andrea J. Sheary. Feya Sassam. Aruj Latif Khan. Shanawaz Kahil. Prathipa Kiran. Jayesh Patel. Sivranjanani Shayan Sundar. Aftab Ahmed Siddiqui. Tan Hee Swan. Tan Tien Hu. Rubia Usam. Laura Helen Davis. Deborah Marion Jones. Christine Kelly. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Arts. Judith Blanton. And Harrod Edwards Bayent. Andrew Goddard. Yestin Griffiths. Thomas Hazelhurst. Jing Trao Lee. Xiuman Lee. Laura Shipsey. Yuan Lu. Alexandra Lucas. Matthew Lush. Kate Elizabeth Marsden. Emma Laura Payne. Thomas William Pitt. Henry Julius Bezan Shallard. Carl Stephen Smith. Nia Bethan Squirrel. Molly Alexandra Steers. Yu Chen Sung. Hope Lucia Mary Vaughan Hughes. Mei Yi Yip. Ying Zhuan. Joshua Michael Emmanuel. Justina Diane Fekowska. Marine Foss. Thad Onkiri Asai. Daniel Rees Jacob. Paula Urich Cruz. Hara Lee. Giorgio Lee. Tallulah Machin. Kim Arlette Cecile Sivian Marie. Abdelkoko Abdelshukul Mohamed Farah Al-Dor. Jenny Scott. Federica Siki. Lindsay Margaret Sullivan. Emma Thursfield. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Public Health. Sean Adams. Ibrahim Mansour Ajibi. Shazma Ahmed Al-Hathi. Alam Mohammed Nasir Al-Tobi. John Kolkani. Francis Kane. Ahmed Mosley. And Harrod Fionn Thomas. Catherine Woolley. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Science. Sheflana Doris Brinkat. Alexia Faragudi. Amir Harki. Hannah Jane Lewis. Sandra Lai. Maskew Skeenbury. Shamin Yassim Ahmed. Jared Oliver James Charlton Webb. Jacob Vayan Daniel. Caitlin Falvey. Siobhan Lewis. Simmermeet Singh. Takika Andre. Riham Jendra. Summer Hassan. Piyacho Jirasjuangwong. Sarah Khan. Nicolina Lilaji Ani. Hatatpip Manu Piripun. Nancy Sharma. Roger Asim Arup. Laura Greach. Philip Ashbridge Johnson. Lydia Susan Kerr. Abigail Macmillan. Amit Sen. Donna Marie Tucker. Amanda Helen Douglas. Diluxi Ellen Garaptan. Jayan George. Dumrongrat Leratatanon. Nicola Tamara Sambannan. Patrick Watts. George Leonard Brooks. Suzanne Cassidy. Alison Cox. Andy Davidson. Stephen John Hartley. Victoria Hartley. Gráinne Lonergan. Tekla Makaka. Alice Morgan. Anwar Oboidat. Satu Pelsa. Anisa Salman Sharif. Rachel Evans. Siobhan Harkin. Lisa Pullen. Alison Watson. Alice Jane Dawson. Ian Richard Jones. Holly McGuigan. Laura Novavica. Seema Rao. Barbara Torres Garola. Samia Malik. Samia Malik. Lisa Quinn Carwan. Salome Nicoret Kivaguni Muracheva. Lubna Dadim. Sayed Ahmed. Bashaya Barak Al-Tabedin. Alabdakpo Ayonte Alaudirin Babdela. Hisham Morsi. Daniel Vela Fontacara. Chantal Elizabeth Wiseman. Natalie Sean Fleming. Sonia Cox. Tracy Cox. Maria Charlotte Goldsmith. Wan Zarakani Binti Maharawi. Jodie Elizabeth Needs. Christina Price. Joanna Swan. Ki Ai Wong. Kirsty Helen Yates. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Philosophy. Rachel Beanie. The Deputy Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award.
Would all the students who have just passed the stage, cross the stage, please stand? Trwy'r awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan y Brifysgol, derbynaf chi I gael eich dyfarniad a holl ffyrentau a ddaw yn ysgil. Llongyffarciadau. Congratulations.
I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Philosophy. Mei Lee. Duncan Roberts. The Deputy Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award.
Will those who have just passed the stage please stand? It's okay, they got left behind, but we've got to do it properly, and that's fine. Trwy'r awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan y Brifysgol, derbyniaf chi I gael eich dyfarniad a holl ffyrentau a ddaw yn ysgil. Llongyffarciadau. Congratulations.
The following students to be presented have achieved a doctoral degree, and in recognition of their achievements and research, they will be presented to the presiding officers, who will shake their hand in turn. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Asuma Abu Atan. Ansa Mohammed Aben Qatar. Shu K. Jemima Tung Tagal Collins. Rose Johns. Michael Rees. Justina Vichuk. Jolene Witherspoon. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Manal Alji Haji Ahmed Sheikh Adam. Nada Al-Mazuru. Bathilde Ambrose. Emily Baker. Amy Caroline Brooke. Aruline Bunga. Michael Douglas Crowther. Joanne Louise Doherty. Christopher Eaton. Dunla Gallagher. Sylvia Jimeno Brias. James Simon Griffiths. Hamed Ullah Hamed. Andrew Hayden. Christopher James Hayes. Stefan Holtzhauser. Kerry Jones. Ben Lanning. Amy Linham. Julia Masterty. Duncan McLaughlin. Richard Michael McReynolds. Christopher Llewellyn Morgan. Hayley Ann Moulding. Samuel George Edward Murray. Elizabeth Catherine Ruth Neal. Ian Jeffrey Pace. Alexandra Palida. Mihil Hatul Patel. Gareth Idwell John Price. Harriet Dorothy Quinn Scoggins. Simon Raybar. Sarah Rees. Gina Riesel. Kira Denanan Reinecke. Patricia Raquel dos Santos Rodriguez. Aishka Sane. Emma Louise Short. Catherine Syme. Matthew Ian Stott. Emily Jacqueline Ann Telford. Amanda Ann Thompson. David Walters. Naomi Warren. Gemma Williams. Ki Yi Yang. The Deputy Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award.
Would all the students who have just crossed the stage please stand? Trwy'r awdurdod a roddwyd i mi gan y Brifysgol, derbyniaf chi I gael eich dyfarniad a holl frentau a ddaw yn y sgil. Llongyfarchiadau. Congratulations. You may now be seated.
Bore da, good morning. I am Jackie Yip, and it is my honour to address you as the President of Cardiff University Students' Union. May your care ever be for the good name of our university and the well-being of our world. May your association with the university be cherished and constant throughout your life, as you are now members of its distinguished alumni. I'm sure your time here has been unique. Everyone in this hall has had to overcome challenges, and this is what makes you the graduate that you are today. But what makes the Cardiff graduates so unique? Cardiff graduates have met people from all over the world who they otherwise would never have met, knowledge they would never have gained, and possibilities they would never have dreamed of. They are more than the papers that document their time here, or the handshake they just received. More than the gowns they wear and the caps on their head. They are fierce and proud students and loyal friends. They build communities together and make memories that they'll look back on fondly. Lastly, a Cardiff graduate never forgets the steps that they took for them to get here, the hard work they put in, and the real perseverance it takes to achieve great things. But today marks the end of an era and the beginning of the next chapter of your life. It's time for you to embark on your own journey in this world, prospering your life, your families, for the world itself, for all humanity. But remember, you will not get far in life based on what you already know. You will advance in life by what you're going to learn after you leave here, because education in all forms does not stop after you graduate. Class of 2019, do not wait to seize your opportunities, because your time has only just begun. Good luck. Thank you.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor. It's my great honour to introduce a distinguished academic physician and leader in the medical profession. His achievements as a clinician and medical scientist would be reason enough for our recognition, but the particular contribution of Professor Stephen Tomlinson and to our university and its medical school through his foresight and wisdom touches us all. To understand the scale of Steve's contribution at Cardiff, we need to appreciate the history of this institution. If people are asked what is the oldest profession, opinions will vary, but medicine will surely figure in the minds of many. However, how many would be surprised to know that in the UK, university-based professional training in medicine is a relatively recent idea. The institutions that we recognise in the modern sense as medical schools date largely from the 18th and 19th centuries, when the model then was one of apprenticeship undertaken in the great metropolitan and provincial hospitals and infirmaries. University-based medical education is an idea born in the second half of the 19th century, and in our own city began in 1893 within the newly established University College of South Wales and Monmouthshire, which was to become Cardiff University. The history of the Cardiff Medical School from 1893 onwards has been one of steady growth and development, but its direct association with this university has not been continuous. For 73 years, from 1931, the school, later known as the University of Wales College of Medicine, UWCM, existed as an independent institution within the Federal University of Wales. The eventual reunification of the school with its parent university, Cardiff, was inspired and driven by the energetic vision of Steve Tomlinson. In 2001, UWCM had the good sense to appoint Steve as its Vice-Chancellor. Steve's academic, clinical and scientific reputation in diabetology and molecular endocrinology had been established some time previously. Graduating from the University of Sheffield Medical School in 1968, Steve undertook his specialist medical training in endocrinology at the Middlesex Hospital in London. There it was that he fell under the powerful influence, perhaps we might say the spell, of Dr. John, later Sir John Nabarro, one of the most eminent physicians of his time, a leading figure in endocrinology, and a great exponent of clinical science and experimental medicine. At the Middlesex, the combined influence of Nabarro and another great clinician scientist, Geoffrey O'Riordan, of parathyroid hormone fame, turned Steve from a clinician into a clinician scientist. With their encouragement, Steve secured a Sir Henry Wellcome Fellowship to go to the MIT in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and worked there at a time in the late 1970s when Nobel Prize-winning advances in molecular genetics were being made by the likes of Alex Rich, David Baltimore, and others. And so, as a clinician interested in diabetes, but transformed into a molecular biologist, Steve returned to work in the UK, first as a Wellcome Trust Senior Fellow and Reader at Sheffield University, and then as Professor of Medicine at Manchester, where he established Manchester as a leading hub for diabetes research. The Manchester Diabetes Centre, which he established in 1988, still provides a model of care and education for people with diabetes in the northwest of England, which has not been bettered and which has influence far beyond the region. Later, as Dean of the Medical School at Manchester, Steve oversaw the introduction of problem-based learning as the basis of the medical curriculum there. Manchester led in the UK with what was then a radical new departure in medical education, but many other schools have since followed. With such clear leadership ability, it was no surprise that Steve was subsequently appointed as Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, Dentistry and Nursing at Manchester. His recruitment to Cardiff in 2001 as the Vice-Chancellor of UWCM came at a time when higher education in Wales was under review and followed a period of massive reorganisation of medical education, especially in London. Steve's appointment also coincided with the appointment of Dr. David, now Sir David Grant, as Vice-Chancellor of the university. To Steve and David, it was obvious that UWCM could not remain competitive as an independent institution. And so Steve began, almost immediately after his arrival in Cardiff, to work with David Grant on developing plans for the merger, or reunification perhaps, of the medical school and the university that had given birth to it. No one should underestimate the scale of the challenge. Although there were many in UWCM, the government and the university, who were enthusiastic supporters of the plans, there was huge resistance to overcome, both within UWCM and the university itself, to say nothing of the practical obstacles of harmonizing systems in two institutions that had grown apart over 7 decades. It is a testament to Steve's vision, political influence, wisdom, and sheer determination to do the right thing that the completion of the remerger was realized so quickly in 2004. However, perhaps less well appreciated is the importance of Steve's characteristic humility in the success of this huge undertaking. He had no desire to become the Vice-Chancellor of the new unified institution, preferring to view success not in terms of his personal ambition, but rather the greater ambition of enhanced medical research and education within the newly expanded university. After reunification, Steve served with distinction as Provost and Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Cardiff University until his retirement in 2010. The CBE, awarded in 2007, formally recognised Steve's service to medicine and was fitting reward for his far-reaching leadership and influence in the profession, by no means limited to these islands. To the many honours and distinctions bestowed on Steve, we now add our own, with gratitude for his outstanding service to this university. Anrhydeddus dyrprwy isganchello, cyflwyna fi ti yr athro Stephen Tomlinson fel cymrawd anrhydeddus Prifysgol Caerdydd.
Trwy'r awdurdod a roddwyd i mi gan y cyngor, derbyniaf chi fel cymrawd anrhydedd Prifysgol Caerdydd. Llongyfarchiadau.
Well, what can I say? All I can say is thank you very much. I'd like to thank especially all those colleagues and friends who encouraged and supported me. I particularly want to thank my secretary, Lisa, who kept me calm most of the time, and my wife, Chris, for her fortitude and her patience with me. We loved Cardiff and St Andrews Major, where we live, a lovely part of the world. We both miss it, and it's great to be back. And it's great to be back at this great university and to be honoured in this way. Thank you all again. Diolch yn fawr.
We're coming to the end of what was a wonderful celebration. First of all, I guess the music students amongst us, but perhaps everybody, wouldn't wish to leave St David's Hall without thanking Robert Court, our organist. You've probably seen from the programme that this is the first ceremony of a busy week for the university. And during this first ceremony, you're going to see the premiere of a film that will close the ceremony. Hence the reason for the screens. And it was rather disturbing when I first stood up here to speak to see two versions of me up there looking straight back at me. And so if I was a little hesitant, anyway. Congratulations again to all of you graduating today. Yours is an absolutely significant achievement. But don't let's forget, it's not an achievement that you've won solely through your own hard work. You've been supported by family and friends who are here with us today and have made a lot of noise already, thank you. And you've been supported by the academic staff in your school as you've pursued your studies. So can I ask all of you graduating today, graduates now, not graduands, can you all stand please and make a big noise? Thank you. So as I said, we will now show the video. When the video finishes, that will be the end of the ceremony. So when the video finishes, please will you stand while the platform party leaves the auditorium. So thank you again, Diolch yn fawr. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful day and all the best for the future.
You came to Cardiff. You worked. You played. You cried. You laughed. And you learned. From Butte Building to Butte Park. From Talabont to the Tav. You made memories and friendships that will last a lifetime. And you made your mark on Cardiff University.
We made lifelong friends and we're still in touch, we still have reunions. And I have to say, of course, I met my husband in Cardiff.
I turned up in Cardiff in October of 1979, a very different city to what it is today. Student life in Cardiff then and now was great fun.
Cardiff University ranks as, one of the top universities in engineering, so it's the only university I applied for actually.
I wanted to meet new people and enjoy my social life, I guess, as well, and I thought Cardiff gave me the opportunity to do that.
I had a huge amount of fun here. There are friends that I've kept over the years that I met on the course here at Cardiff.
Cardiff is a young city and an eclectic city. Even if I wanted to do it all over again, I don't think I would ever want to study anywhere other than Cardiff.
My English is Chinese English with some Welsh accent.
The week we played England in 2013 and beat them in Cardiff. England came for the Grand Slam in Cardiff and we blew them off the park. I sat my finals that week.
But your Cardiff journey doesn't end here. Cardiff will always be a part of you. Edrychwch o gwmpas. Look around. This is a room full of brilliant minds, talent, strength, ambition. You have worked so hard and discovered amazing things together. Today, you become Cardiff alumni, ready to shape the world with ideas, designs, dreams.
I think the experience doesn't stop with
graduation?
Yeah, Cardiff had a massive impact on, I guess, me as a person.
It enabled me to have the confidence to campaign for many changes, you know, for disabled people.
The values that were instilled all set me in incredible stead.
I'm forever grateful to Cardiff University for allowing me the ability really to study alongside my playing career.
Your time at university is what shapes most people.
Always carry with you the good values of being kind to people, being honest to people.
Certainly, without Cardiff, I wouldn't be where I am today. There's no doubt about that.
So let's go forward together. Go out into the world and make it a better place for everyone. And remember, no matter where your ambitions take you next, Cardiff will always be here.
Llongyfarchiadau.
Congratulations.
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 Llongyfarchiadau.
Congratulations.
Cardiff is so proud of you. Croeso. Welcome to our alumni community.